What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Fruitful, and
Senior Fruitful.
I can't. And you are watching another review of Married at First Sight, Season 13, and I believe we are on Episode 6, you guys. Right?
6 episodes, and we ain't even got out the honeymoon yet.
Honey, they are just dragging this thing out. But we're going to get into it, all right? Let's go.
Crazy. They've only been married for like 3 days, but there's 6 episodes.
All right, guys, if you are new to this channel, we want to say welcome. This channel, The Fruitful Wife, is all about marriage, marriage inspiration, marriage motivation, and we also review TV shows about what? You guessed it.
Marriage.
Yeah, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our Fruitful family tree. Go ahead and hit that like button that looks like a thumbs up. We would love for you to be a part of the Fruitful family. Remember, the Fruitful Wife channel also has memberships, so go ahead and hit the join button and see what type of memberships we offer. That gives you access to additional content, and it also gives you access.
Changing my lighting. Go ahead, don't mind me.
And it also gives you access to the private Facebook group, which is always awesome. Okay, so I guess you guys are like, why are you guys in a different background? Well, we are in our bed, and it's because this one right here has injured himself.
Because this one right here made me go skating.
I didn't make him do anything.
She made me do it.
I did not make him. I did not make him put on the skates. I did not make him get in the skating rink.
She did it.
I did not make him fall.
She did it. She pushed me, y'all.
He has broken his ankle, you guys. Broken his ankle. Does it hurt?
Not today.
He's broken his ankle in like 2 places, torn ligaments, and he actually has to get surgery on Friday to make it all right. So y'all please pray for him, but that still didn't stop us from giving you this content. As you can see, I am exhausted, but let's get into Married at First Sight.
Yeah, let's talk about these marriages.
All right, who you want to talk about first?
First off, can I just say, again, this is the 6th episode, and we ain't got back to Houston yet.
Let me tell you, there's more episodes of them being on the honeymoon than it was them being actually married.
I'd say, how many total episodes are there per season?
Oh,
10?
No, like last season, I think there was like 16.
Oh my good grief.
I mean, they're dragging it out, and I don't understand why. I don't understand the benefit. I'm just like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
and then they show the next episode that there's going to be all this drama, but there's no drama.
Yeah.
I guess, but really, isn't that what we want? Don't we want the couples to be happy and have drama-free marriages? Isn't that the dream?
That's not life. Nobody has drama-free marriages.
I think a lot of people do have drama-free marriages. A lot of people say their marriage is drama-free.
Exactly, they say it.
Okay, so who's our first couple?
I'm trying to think. This was a really boring episode. I guess we could talk about Bao and Johnny. They started off.
Let me tell you something about Johnny. Johnny is a drama queen. Give him a tiara and a scepter and a sash and name him 2021 Houston's drama queen because he is so extra. He is starting to get on my nerves. I mean, he's like, he's like, oh my God, just on this honeymoon, we've experienced so many ups. We've experienced so many downs. And I've learned a lot. You ain't experienced nothing. If you think that those are the ups and downs of marriage, then bro, you are not gonna last. I don't understand how she telling you that she doesn't like it when you pick on her about snoring. It's just, oh my God, it's such a deal breaker. I understand why Johnny has been single this entire time.
I get it. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting to see because he runs from everything.
Yes.
So for him having to stay and what's the word I'm looking for? Adjust to Bao's personality quirks, whatever you want to call them. I'm here for this. I want to see how he adjusts.
Now I will say that, I understand how he feels about, she says that occasionally when she's not, in a healthy place mentally or she's exhausted, she will go to bed without showering. And he showers 3 times a day.
I'm like, Bao, look, if I have to worked out for an hour, I'm tired. I'm going to sit down. I ain't getting in the shower right away.
Some people are like that. Some people are just like 3 times a day. I must shower multiple times a day. If I don't, I'm not clean. But Johnny seems like he is just itching to find a reason. But yes, so, he said that that's an issue for him. And then the fact that, she may not be up to his standards on how clean they keep the house and where they put things. And I understand that some people are very particular about that. And I don't mean to diminish that, but he's making it seem like, I'm like, what is it going to look like when y'all start having children? What, you know what I'm saying? Like how is that going to play out?
I wonder though, if he's going to be, okay, so I know he's very particular about his cleanliness, but he's also very what's the word? Mindful of not trying to hurt Bao's feelings.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's gonna just like internalize a whole lot of that.
He seems like he's been very direct though. He seems like he has been very direct. And then it's like I almost feel like there's controlling parts of him coming out. Like, oh my God, I need you to be in the moment. I need you to focus on us. Well, what do you need to do? You know what? You seem like you're just pointing out a whole bunch of stuff that Bao needs to do, but what does Johnny need to do?
What I do like about Bao, from her conversation, she seems very calm and methodical when she talks to him. Like, I ain't seen her blow up yet.
Yeah.
And she's like, even keel.
I mean, she was very sad with the snoring thing. And I do admit, that for her to feel that insecure about it is a little abnormal, I would say. But it is to be respected. I don't know. Johnny just got on my nerves this session. Mm-hmm. And this episode and him getting lost at sea.
You say this session?
This
like
session.
A therapy session.
Right. I feel like he need a good therapist. Because I'm just like, you ain't seen nothing yet, Johnny. You ain't seen nothing yet.
But I do like that they enjoy each other. Like the little, what's it called? When you go parasailing? Is that it?
Parasailing, I think.
That looked like they had a very
that did look fun. Yes.
And then the fact that she was concerned about him being swept out to sea on the.
Oh, she was very worried. She was. I was worried too, especially when I saw that boat coming.
So, okay, was it me or can he not swim? Was that the issue they were having?
No, it wasn't that he couldn't swim. It was that he could not turn the paddleboard
but when around. Even when he fell off, and the instructor was like, "Just swim back," and he was still looked like he was struggling.
It looked like he didn't want to leave the paddleboard. And it seems like Johnny is the type of person where he needs to figure something out. So he was like, no, I came out here with a paddleboard. How do I get back with a paddleboard? That's what it seemed like to me.
I think they'll be fine. I think, yeah, he's probably going to internalize some of the stuff until he just can't. He's going to explode.
He seems pretty direct to me, though. I don't think that he's holding nothing in. I think that he's talking too much. I would like to see him hold some of that stuff in.
But he can't. Well, I mean, not to say he can't go nowhere, but he's gonna have to try harder to compromise with some of that stuff.
Look. Let me tell you something. I guess that's why they were made for each other, because I couldn't. Honey, he would have got his feelings hurt a long time ago on day 2. You hear me?
Oh, and then we forgot about his dad finally called.
Yes,
which kind of makes sense about how particular Johnny is, because his dad asked like, is she Asian? Is she this? Is she that?
Right.
Oh, she is? Okay, now I like you and I'm good. We good now.
Some parents are like that. Some parents just don't want, their children dating outside of their ethnicity. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it. And I don't see anything right with it.
I don't think he's still, I mean, it's good that his dad gave him approval, but man, please, you grown. What if he didn't? What you gonna do then?
I definitely heavily consider what my mom says, but her say is not my final say.
Right. I'm like, okay, this is what it is.
All right, guys. So now we're going to hear a word from our sponsors. And I am so excited to share with you about the FESTA DELLA DONNA retreat of 2021. You guys, this is a girls' retreat that you do not want to miss. If you have been looking for a time to relax, a retreat that is full of soul searching and relaxing and networking and communing with other women, like-minded, purpose-filled, phenomenal women, well, this is the retreat for you. I am super excited about it. I'm gonna be there. Those of you who love Mama Chef, she's gonna be there, and some of our closest friends are going to be at this retreat, and you cannot miss it. You guys, if you are looking for purpose in life, if you are feeling stuck because of the many what ifs that plague your mind, wanting to break free of the situations around you that hold you back, afraid to be rejected, come on here, that was me. When you show your true self, tired of being ignored, taken for granted, unaccepted. How many wives and mothers do I know that feel that way? Living in the past hurts that still make you feel small or unworthy of an awesome life that you deserve, or even feeling that you have not reached your fullest potential and know that you can do more and deserve more. Well, you guys, you got to come to this retreat. It is going to be at the end of October, the beginning of November. It is going to be in beautiful Lake Buena Vista, Florida. I'm telling you, this is going to be the retreats of all retreats. This is going to help empower you. It is going to help rejuvenate you. It is going to help refresh you so you can continue pressing forward in this thing called life. And I have a special promotion for you. I have a special link for you. Check down in my description box and make sure you're there, because you need to take care of you. How often do we put everybody else before us? How often do we say, oh, another time, oh, I'll do this when, I'll do that if. But no, it is time for you to take care of you. And this is perfect timing. Right at the beginning of November will be right before the whole rush of holidays come, so you can really refresh and you can really prepare yourself for all the things that come with the end of the year. So join me at the FESTA DELLA DONNA Retreat 2021. down in Florida. It will be a life-changing and phenomenal event. I actually went to the one that they had in Devil Hill, North Carolina. It was beachfront. It was magnificent. The estate was breathtaking. The amenities were luxurious. The food was perfect. So you have to come. This not only includes a ticket to the retreat, but it also includes your sleeping accommodations. It also includes all of your food. This is truly all inclusive, and you get powerful, mind-provoking and rejuvenating sessions with the one and only Esther Graham. You don't want to miss this. She is a powerhouse. She is a fire starter. And if you are looking for something to really just push you into the next level and next dimension, you have to be there. I won't take no as an excuse. Go ahead, check out the link below in my description, and I hope to see you there. All right, back to Married at First Sight. They all went to dinner as a couple, and everybody thinks that Bao and Johnny were gonna be one of the first to consummate their marriage. It seems like everybody who is not quarantined has not consummated their marriage, but we know that the couple who is currently quarantined, they have definitely consummated their marriage.
I'm surprised she's not sick.
Right.
Positive.
Right.
COVID positive.
But people are still unsure how people are even getting it. That's crazy that they were intimate and she was still negative.
When she took the test.
When she took the test, yes. Interesting. Maybe she was vaccinated, though.
Maybe so.
Maybe she was vaccinated, and maybe they didn't mention that because, people are making, being vaccinated a whole political thing. So, yeah.
Speaking of politics, it's a good transition. Let's jump into a political couple. Well, there's actually a couple political couples. So, there seemed to be a division between Gil and Merla about politics.
Yes, please excuse me, y'all.
So Gil was like, it shouldn't be a big deal. Merla was like, I will leave you.
Yeah.
In a second, if you don't agree with my politics.
Yeah, but they're not on the same page with much of anything, though.
Right.
Merla and Gil are definitely opposite. The only thing they share together is trauma. And I just don't think that trauma matching is cute, experts.
Right.
I mean, do I really want somebody who understands firsthand what I've been through? I don't know if that's something that I would want.
Especially with them that they've lost their father through trauma. That means both of them have been scarred in very serious ways. And what if they're still dealing with, both of them individually are still dealing with that?
Yeah, it's just
like
too much for me.
Two broken people.
Yeah.
That are now have to live with each other and figure out their issues and each other's issues.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. And, it just seems like the producers were like, oh my gosh, look, they both had dads murdered. That would be a great couple. Because if you look at what they want on paper, they are nothing like what they want on paper. They're just so opposite in everything. She's not gonna like his dog, and then he doesn't like to spend money, and she likes finer things in life. He's more of a frugal it reminds me of Olivia and Brett all over again. Olivia just wanting somebody to just fit right into her lifestyle without her having to change anything. That's exactly what Merla wants. And, Brett wanting that family, but wanting somebody to completely conform to have it.
Not going to work.
Yeah, they're not going to make it.
But she bought him cookies.
She did, and I thought that was sweet. I thought it was thoughtful. And then he got upset again because she said you're gonna have to continue to pay for that dog walking service. But I honestly,
I don't blame her.
I don't either. How you gonna force me to walk your dog for you?
Right.
I have to work 24 hours, in the span of 2 days. And, it's a waste of money. Will it be a waste of money when you come home and the dog has pooped everywhere?
Because I ain't taking nowhere.
I just don't think, and then,
Like what dog?
right. You know that she
I ain't got
isn't
nobody.
into pets. So you're not even like trying to maybe slowly introduce her or, bring them together closer like that. But no, you're just like, nope. So here are your responsibilities with the dog. Like, excuse me. No. Your dog, your responsibility. And if I decide I want to participate in any kind of way, I will inform you.
I agree.
Yeah.
If I'm moving with somebody with a dog, that's your dog.
The whole honeymoon has gone by and they have not kissed at all. But, he putting on and saying that, he doesn't mind, that that's all right with him. And, honestly, I don't understand why people would go on Married at First Sight and not be ready to jump all in like that. But under normal circumstances, I would totally be, supportive of what Mirla is
Take
doing.
it slow.
Yeah.
Take a slow train.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it for them. Wasn't much going on with them. Who else we got? Jose and Rachel.
Jose and Rachel. You know what? With Rachel, I just feel like she used this whole honeymoon to just. I understand that the things that she's bringing up is important. I'm not saying that they don't need to be discussed. They definitely should be discussed, especially there are a lot of red flags that she's seeing that she is not comfortable with.
I'm seeing them too.
But I'm just like, I just felt like it just seemed like she spent the whole honeymoon wanting to make it an interrogation process. It just seemed like, okay, I have a list of questions for you. She pulled out the notebook.
Which is funny because that's what Jose said, that he had a whole list of questions before they got married.
And I understand that. And let's do that day one once we get back from the honeymoon.
I mean, hey, if that's what he want to do, I mean, he was going to interrogate. Well, he said he was going to, but it seems like she beat him to the punch.
Yeah, she just was talking a whole lot for me. Her and Johnny did a whole lot of this. And I'm just like, oh my God, can y'all enjoy the vacation?
She said, I'm wondering why we haven't been intimate yet. I mean, she's like, not that we have to do it now, but I ain't seeing the signs of intimacy.
So what you think she getting at?
She won't know.
She want to know what?
I think I'm gonna get to the end. I think I'm gonna get to the touchdown.
But you know what? I feel like if a man said that, then we'd be jumping all down his throat. Oh, you pig! Oh, you pushing up on her! Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody with with Ryan was like, oh my God, what does he mean in 3 days? She needs to be, closer than what she is. We said that the same with Miles and Karen and all that kind of stuff. But now she's spinning it, and we're like, oh yeah, something must be wrong with him. Not that I don't think that. Yeah. I might agree, but I'm just saying,
It's just unusual for it to come from.
It's not unusual. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still having their normal conversations that don't make any sense. She still want to be Miss Independent, and he want to lock her down.
I just personally will save the interrogate. If they're not sleeping together, if they are not consummating and, having that type of connection, then enjoy the honeymoon.
I'm just tired of them having the same conversations.
About the money, girl. Either you go tell him, no, I'm keeping my money separate, take it or leave it, or you gonna do what he asks. And she keeps saying, oh, well, my credit score is not good. Oh, my saving is not good. I have a lot of debt. I I overspend. I've charged up a credit card. And you see that this man who took the opportunity, no doubt, to be braggadocious about his 815 credit score. I said, he's very prideful about it, it seems.
I mean, granted, it takes a lot of work to get to 815. I ain't gonna knock him for that, but bro, don't nobody care.
Yeah.
Especially not Rachel.
Especially. I'm just like,
yeah,
girl, what you gonna do? Either you gonna let him get your stuff to an 815,
I'm saying,
or you gonna continue to live the life that you want to live continue to ask him, can you borrow $20 to last
that's
year?
What I'm saying. Look, can we spend a year with Jose? Because I mean, hey,
please,
can Rachel ride that wave? Ride the wave.
Let him work on your credit for the next 8 weeks.
The man want to help you out. Let him help you.
And so one thing that they really kind of disagreed on is Big Trip. She was like, well, what do you want to do before we start having kids? She said that her dream trip is to go to Switzerland. And he's like, well, if we want kids, then that needs to be the priority, saving up for them and making sure that we're financially prepared for them. How about we take some other trips that are closer in range so we spend less? And she was not having it.
I am Team Rachel all the way. You better enjoy your life when these kids come, because once you have them, they ain't never gonna be the same.
Yeah. Never. Yeah. Never. I don't know. I'm like, how you getting there though?
What do you mean?
How's she getting there? Is she gonna charge up another credit card to get there? Or is she expecting to be independent, but when it's time for a fancy trip, then she wants to be dependent on Jose?
Jose got money. Like, come on, Jose.
I don't like that. I just feel like
I don't need your money until I need your money. I don't need your money until I need it.
I just feel like you using. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're using. I feel like, if a man did that to a woman, then we'd be screaming down his throat. We'd be like, oh, you just a scrub. You just a homosexual. You just, a deadbeat, a no good, right? Yeah. But she's like, I'm independent. I'm proud of my independence. I want my independence. I can't afford to go to Switzerland, but you can take me. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm telling you, Rachel and Johnny got on my nerves on this episode, and that's on real life.
But yeah, all right. So, who else we got to talk about? Gosh, that was
Brett and Ryan.
So, so episode started off when they were, is it paddleboarding? No, what's the little kayaking thing?
Yes.
Kayaking, I guess is what it was. And a manatee came up next to them.
And she was trying her best not to.
And Ryan was like, touch the manatee. Look at the manatee. Do it with the manatee. And Brett was like, stop. Leave me alone. I ain't trying to look at this thing.
Right.
Leave me be.
I was very proud of her for, just trying to conquer her fear and trying somewhat to keep up with her husband, who was very adventurous, and he seems very bold.
It's a very weird dynamic between them, though, because if you remember back in the first episodes, Ryan's folks were like, yeah, you're gonna have to bring him out of his show. But then again, he's
but I guess
he's in his element when he's outdoors. I guess that's what it is.
So I would say person. I was thinking, and I think I kind of said this before we were filming. I said he's an adventurous introvert.
Right.
And I would say that she is a cautious extrovert. Because even though he loves adventure as far as, physical activities, he is very guarded when it comes to socializing with people.
So, okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. I want to break the little side conversation. For the folks that are watching, Brittany and I have been having this conversation about extrovert versus introverts for a while now.
Yes.
Now, Do you guys think that you can go back and forth between being introvert versus extrovert depending on the situation? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I think, is that what an ambivert is called? Or is that the definition of an ambivert?
An ambivert has both characteristics.
Yeah.
Like they are the balance of the two.
So let me know your thoughts. Do you think a person is only an introvert or extrovert, or can they be both? Just curious.
Yeah, because I consider myself an introvert.
She's not an introvert.
I am an introvert.
Not.
I know who I am.
She's a homebody.
Which is a type of introvert. It's a type of introvert.
I'm an introvert.
No, he's an extrovert. I came downstairs. This man has broken his ankle, and he still got company over visiting people. If I had it my way,
company.
Demar.
Oh, I did.
Demar came over.
I forgot.
And he had literally just found out that he had, and he wanted people over.
But Demar is one person. The definition.
But if it were me,
likes being around
I would not see anybody until I was walking regular again. I wouldn't have allowed anybody to come see me. If my family wanted to come visit me, I wouldn't allow them to. Like, even when I had my children, how was I?
I don't remember.
Like, you wanted everybody up there. Everybody was calling you. You were like, yeah, come up to the hospital. Yeah, everybody. And I was so overwhelmed by people in the hospital room that the nurse had to kick y'all out. I am an introvert. And people confuse it because I am a show pony. I've been trained to be this way. I grew up with my grandmother making me do speeches, making me do stuff like that. So I can act the part very well. I'm a great actress. And there's nothing wrong with me because I've always put on a show to please others, which makes it seem like I'm an extrovert, but I love being alone and by myself.
I'm good with up to maximum. What's Kevin? 5 people.
So Mike is an ambivert.
More than 5, I get.
Mike is an ambivert. I am an undercover introvert. People confuse my ability to act as me being an extrovert, but really I'm just a well-trained.
So being comfortable, what is that? What is that called? Being comfortable to perform is an attribute of extrovertedness.
Comfortable to perform.
I'm trying to say, because like me, like she'd be like, "Oh, Mike, dance." Like, no, you ain't making me do that.
But that's because I have a love for dance.
No, I'm just saying in general, like easily embarrassed versus I don't care. I'll make myself.
I mean, but that's different. That's insecure versus confident.
So that has nothing to do with introvert versus extrovert.
No. Okay, I think that just is, insecurity versus confidence. I think that's what that is. And I'm a very confident person.
You're a secure introvert?
I am.
Okay.
I am. And I can do this all day on YouTube, but if the same amount of people were to want to come and hang out with me, I would begin melting on the inside. Like, I would dread it so much and I would hate it.
I guess.
I'm an introvert. And people don't believe me because I'm so bubbly, but bubbly, I don't believe defines introvert or extrovert.
Do you guys believe she's an introvert? Just.
I mean, nobody believes
put
it.
Your thoughts in there.
But then again, who do you know that really knows me?
Put your thoughts down there.
Who do you think knows me?
Your mama.
Okay.
Me.
I think you try to.
Me.
I think you try to. I think you want to.
I know you.
But Mike still tries to put me into the box that he wants me to be in.
I have no boxes.
He has boxes. He has boxes, but I continue to step on them.
That's why I don't have any boxes.
Oh, but I'm learning me, you know, especially coming into my 30s. You know, when you're 20s, you be who people want you to be. Your 30s, you are finding out who you really are. And then I believe in your 40s, you actually just are you if you do the work properly. And in my 30s, I am learning, okay, yes, everybody has said I'm an extrovert, but I'm learning what those definitions are, and I don't fit into that.
Okay.
Amen.
So who does fit into it? And we are done. That's it. That's everybody.
That's everybody because Michaela is in Houston.
We didn't finish talking about Brett and Ryan.
Oh, yeah, they're different political views. And she said that him having different political views from her is a deal breaker. And that's somebody that she wouldn't continue to date.
Yep. Is that all they talked about? Gosh, this episode was so lame.
You know, it's so interesting. I don't think that politics is as big as other things.
Well, like I was saying, I don't think it's politics. I think it's your basic fundamental views on life dictate your politics.
Michael and I vote very differently, even though we agree on most of the same stuff.
Yeah. It's what you prioritize, I guess, is what dictates your politics.
Yes, and really, it when we're talking about politics, normally we're talking about a person that represents those type of politics. Yes. Yes, we're talking about a person. So maybe, you know, I see something in a person that he doesn't, vice versa. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we agree on a lot of the same stuff, you know?
Same basic stuff.
Yes. Same basic stuff. But yet, we vote on different sides. And I'm okay with that. It hasn't been a deal breaker for us.
Politics don't run this house.
No, it don't. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Mike making me vote, I probably wouldn't. But Mike pressures me into it, so I do it because he pressures me.
We fought for this. Well, somebody fought for it. We didn't fight for it. We just benefited from it.
That part.
Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much episode 6. That's where we at now.
Yeah, episode 6.
They ended up and they when they go talk to Zach, who's still quarantined by himself. He's doing fine. Zach over there enjoying himself, talking about how much he missed McKay. He don't miss him. He over there just chilling by himself, getting drunk. He fine.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all she wrote.
All right. So if you made it to the end of this video, first of all, we want to say thank you. If you have not hit the subscribe button already, go ahead and do so and join our Fruitful family. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment down below. Manatee.
Wow. I was going to say that too. Oh, that's pretty good. High five. Okay. No. Not rocks, paper, scissors.
Shoot. Manatee. So yes, comment manatee down below.
Okay. Dolphins.
Y'all finna see this nose get broke too.
She pushed me, y'all.
Lies and deceit.
I'll show you the cast.
And the truth ain't in you.
You should put a picture of my x-ray on there.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We love you. And until next time, be fruitful.
And multiply.
Bye.
Wax on, wax on.